Hello people,
What's going on?
hopefully everyone is good. Welcome back to another tube. I literally filmed this weekend, it's now Monday, and I'm filming again because, as I said, I want to stay nice and consistent. So today it's going to be much shorter than the last video you watched. We're going to go through my full upper session. So Monday I train upper, I'm going to film it. Undecided whether I'm going to do a voiceover or mic'd up. Usually when I say this, I end up doing a voiceover. I would like to do a mic'd up, but it just depends how busy it is. And I do find sometimes if I'm thinking about, I've got the mic on, I need to talk to the camera, it takes away from the session slightly. So I'll see. I'm going to try my hardest to do a mic'd up, but if not, you'll get a voiceover, and I'll probably go into a bit more detail on the voiceover anyway. So yeah, it's Monday, it's 9:45, I'm going to train in roughly half an hour or so, so I'll pick the camera back up when we get into the
Hello boys, welcome to the voiceover part of the YouTube video. So as I said, I was going to mic up, but I got into the gym, it was pretty freaking loud, it was pretty busy, and I kind of just needed to get this session done, not rush through it, but get it done in a decent pace, because I've got quite a busy day today. So I thought, you know what, we'll do another voiceover. So we'll get straight into things. I'm not going to overcomplicate this voiceover, just going to get straight stuck in. So starting off first, as you can see here, we've got a machine ab crunch. So at the minute I'm pretty sure 9 sets across the week. So 3 sets today, 3 sets on another day, and 3 sets on another day. So 9 sets across the week for me right now seems to be the absolute sweet spot. I think any more, I would probably be a little bit too sore. They just about recover in time for the next week. And honestly, I start with these because if I was to put them at the back end of the session, I either wouldn't do them, or if I did do them, I'd probably have about half the intensity level as what I do when I do them at the start of the session. So that's why I'm getting them done first, nice and simple, bosh. Moving into second movement, we've got a dumbbell lateral. Again, I need bigger side delts. Makes sense to put this first. It also warms my shoulder joint up. So I've got 4 sets here and a drop set on the last set. And every single set here, I'm aiming for sort of 8+ reps just to get as much blood flow in there as possible. And you can't beat a dumbbell lateral. They're great, okay? Moving into exercise number 3, which is the first press and the only press of this session, is this incline machine press. And I used to have a dumbbell press in, but obviously now been dieting, I thought, okay, I need something that's probably going to offer me a little bit more stability, and this machine does that pretty well. I was pretty skeptical about using it at first because I've seen people using it and it didn't look great, but I think most people, they just don't really play around with the setup and often get it right for them. And I have managed to nail it down on here now, which is really, really nice. So 2 sets here, 1 set 5 to 8, and then 1 sort of 8 to 10. Again, I'm finding that working within that sort of 6 to 10 rep range at the minute is just working really, really well. It allows me to sort of fail most accurately without sort of my CV giving way when I'm aiming for sort of 12 to 15 reps. So for me, 6 to 10 working really, really well. And I was dead stopping this press, but now I'm not. And again, it feels much, much better. Moving into exercise number 4, we've got a cable upper back row, so un-chest supported. And this week on here, I did reset this slightly because I noticed I was probably using a little bit too much body English or momentum, whatever you want to call it. So I reset this slightly this week, and it was much, much better, to be fair. I always find on any sort of un-chest supported row that when I'm actually in the set, it doesn't feel too great. I can't really feel much going on. But then when I finish the set, my upper back, my erectors as well, are ridiculously pumped. So really enjoy this exercise, keeping those elbows slightly flared. Sort of a semi-pronated grip seems to work best for me, but I think for most people it's just a case of playing around with it, finding what works best for you. Moving in to the next exercise, we've got a dual arm lat pull down with the V-bar. And the V-bar used to get a lot of hate, but I feel like now it's growing on a lot of people, and I am one of those people. I do actually really enjoy it. I feel strong, I feel powerful, and the connection I get with my lats is actually really, really good. So I'm meant to do 3 sets here, but I actually just did 2 this week because I've been finding that third set feels slightly redundant. I'm sort of pretty gassed out by that point, and 4 sets of back for me in this session is definitely enough. So I just did the 2 sets there. Again, one sort of heavier set, 6 to 8, and then one slight back off set of 8 to 10. And again, working in that rep range, as I said earlier, it's just working really, really well for me. So I'm enjoying that very, very much. Moving into the arm training now. So first up, obviously my biceps are a much stronger body part than my triceps in terms of the aesthetics of them and how they look and how much muscle I actually have there. So I always start with my tricep work first, just because I'm going to be a little bit fresher. So a long sort of rope, I don't know what you'd call this attachment, like a Vulcan attachment, overhead extension. And the main thing I'm focusing on here is just getting a really, really good connection. You can see I'm trying to get a really deep stretch. And I'm driving right up to the top, and I'll also finish each of my 3 sets here with some partials as well, and that just feels really, really nice. My triceps after this are incredibly pumped, which is good because I find that in the past my triceps probably haven't grown because I've been just chasing load all the time and not really getting a substantial connection. So that's the tricep work ticked off. And finally, last exercise, we have got a incline dumbbell curl, a pretty standard movement, very basic, just making sure I'm getting a full stretch on the bicep, and then just driving through and contracting as hard as I can. And again, 3 sets there. So 3 sets for biceps, 3 sets for triceps, because they still need to bigger because men's physique in it. So yeah, that's pretty much the session covered. I think going forward from next week, the split will be slightly changing. So when that does happen, I'll obviously do another YouTube video. I'll talk through the whole split, and I'll also do a video on every single exercise, which I'm very excited for. But for now, that is upper boxed off, and let's go back to present day Leo.
Shit. Wrong lens. Fuck. Oh hell.
Where is your other lens?
In my bag.
Looks a bit weird.
Yeah, I know.
Like hazy.
I think it's the filter.
Yeah.
Anyway, session wrapped up, you poo.
I was just filming.
How was your session?
Just on my hairline, man. Where's the warning? Warning!
Yeah, session boshed. Hopefully you enjoyed the voiceover. And that is it for the video. So if you could all like, subscribe, comment, share it to your story, subscribe to HL. I think his YouTube channel is Harry Longworth.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Comment nonce if you've got this far.
Right. See these.